Near the village of Vishnupur, there was a beautiful forest where a small village was situated. In this village lived a young boy named Raghav. He was hardworking and honest, but one habit always made him unhappy. He constantly compared himself to others. Whenever he saw his friend Karan, the top student, he thought, "I wish I were as smart as him." When he saw his wealthy neighbor, Siddharth, he thought, "I wish I had as much wealth as him." Even when he saw someone running fast, he wished he could run just as quickly. Slowly, his life started sinking into disappointment. He lost focus on his studies. His interest in work faded, and he felt like he could never be as successful as those around him. One day, a famous saint came to the village, known for enlightening people about life's truths. Raghav heard of the saint's wisdom and went to him to share his problem. "Gurudev, I work very hard, but whenever I see someone better than me, I feel sad. I feel like I can never be like them. Please help me get rid of this problem." The saint smiled and said, "Come to the oldest tree in the village tomorrow morning. You will find the answer to your question there." Raghav found this strange, but he trusted the saint's words. The next morning, as the sun rose, Raghav reached the old tree in the village where the saint was already waiting. The saint asked him, "Look carefully at this forest. What do you see?" Raghav looked around and replied, "Gurudev, there are different kinds of trees here. Some are very tall, some are short, some bear lots of fruits, while others don't." The saint smiled and said, "Now imagine if this mango tree started comparing itself to the coconut tree and complained that it is not as tall. And what if the coconut tree complained that it doesn't bear sweet fruits like the mango tree? Would that make sense?" Raghav thought for a moment and replied, "No, Gurudev, that would be foolish." The saint then asked, "Okay, then tell me, how does this forest look to you?" Raghav looked around and said, "It looks beautiful and balanced." The saint smiled and said, "That is the greatest truth of life. Just as every tree has its unique existence and purpose, every human has their own journey and destiny. The mango tree is meant to give sweet fruits, while the coconut tree is built for height and strength. Their lives are different, yet both are important." Raghav nodded but still had some doubts. The saint then took him near a pond where many fish were swimming. He pointed to a bird and said, "If this fish started complaining that it cannot fly like the bird, would that be fair?" Raghav replied, "Not at all. The fish is made to swim in water and the bird is made to fly in the sky." The saint said, "Then why do you want to be like someone else? Your journey is your own. You also have qualities that others don't." At that moment, Raghav had a realization. He understood that every person has unique strengths, and comparing ourselves to others only harms us. From that day on, he stopped comparing himself to others and started focusing on his own strengths and weaknesses. He realized that when he worked according to his own abilities, he felt true satisfaction. Slowly, his confidence returned, and he began to see life from a new perspective. Years later, through hard work, Raghav built a successful business. He became the most inspiring person in the village. Whenever someone asked him the secret of his success, he would simply smile and say, "Never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always fail. But if it hones its swimming skills, it can rule the entire ocean." Comparing yourself to others is like expecting the sun and the moon to shine at the same time. Both have their own place, and both shine in their own time. Focus on your own journey, recognize your strengths, and create your own path to success.